Hi, I'm here with another video, and this video we will talk about how to classify social anxiety disorder with support vector machine by using neural correlates of social signals of threat. So the authors are from the United States, and this study seems to be published in 2020 in Frontier Journal. Frontier in Psychiatry Journal, and seems to be to threatening faces are potent cues in social anxiety disorder. Therefore, neural response to threatening faces, particularly regions in the fear circuits such as amygdala, may classify individuals with social anxiety disorder. So it seems to be explained this study, and I think you are familiar with these settings and information, and they mention how many participants included in this study, and generally health controls are more than patients completed an emotional face matching test during functional MRI, which included a matching shapes control condition. Recursive feature elimination was used for feature selection, and I think there are other ways for feature selection, and rank the contribution of regions in predicting diagnosis. And so RFE based ranking suggested diffuse neurofunctional activation to threat faces in classification. When using an RFE cut point, regions implicated in sensory and goal-directed processes contributed relatively more in differentiating SAD from controls than other regions. Results suggest that neural activity across large-scale systems, as opposed to fear circuitry alone, may aid in the diagnosis of social anxiety disorder. So this is the conclusion. There is that method and results, and so this is not a structured abstract. And I'm curious about how they conducted this support vector machine, and I'm more interested in this part. So they mentioned that feature selection was performed with RFE, and they used this sensitivity and specificity. Therefore, the Fisher score was used to examine the contribution of brain regions in classification. So I think they generally mention like gender, race, so they compare the groups, health groups, and if they are different in terms of those features, and it's not a part. I think it's part of the other tests to see if they're different for statistical reasons, but this only tells you that if the study is reliable or not that reliable. And seems to be this is the figure 3, and there are several figures to explain the study. A bar plot of the Fisher score ranks for anatomy-based regions of interest related to brain response to threat that faces in descending order. So line denotes arbitrary Fisher score cut point of 0.10, and conclusions. And despite limitation, the current study provides evidence that this method based on brain response to threat faces is a promising approach for classifying. And it seems there are many people read this article, and you can cite this article to if you want to use it in your thesis or in your article. And I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye bye.